What's the difference between TCP and UDP? Is there one? Well, let's stay tuned to find out.
CCNA Networking Fundamentals course, brought to you in part by Blackburn and Tech.
So we have TCP and UDP, but first, what are they? TCP and UDP are transport layer protocols. So if you're studying for the with the OSI model, it will be layer 4. This is what allows the traffic flow in a particular format. For example, TCP is what is known as connection oriented, and it makes a reliable connection before it sends any data. And if there's any issues, it will retransmit it. But on the other hand, it's a little bit slower. And then there is UDP. It's a lot faster. It doesn't have to build connections, and it just sends it, but there's no guarantee it gets there. Great analogy for this whenever you're trying to study is think of TCP as a guaranteed letter. You go into the post office and you get tracking on it. So you know when you ship it, you know where it's at and that it has arrived. Versus a postcard where you throw it in the mailbox and it might get there. You don't know until somebody tells you that they received it. So let's take a look at this chart. TCP is a little bit slower, but we get guaranteed traffic flow with it, versus UDP gets faster, and we might lose a few packets, but it's not that big of a deal depending on the application. So depending on what you're doing, whether you're streaming a video game or a VoIP call, you want that to be real time. If we drop a few packets, it's not that big of a deal. Versus if we're sending an email or something like that, we want to guarantee the integrity and we want to have a precise information being sent across the wire. This completes this objective for the CCNA Fundamentals course. Go ahead and click on the next video to continue your journey. And as always, be sure to like and subscribe if you like this content.